Hello and happy Friday, everyone. I am Meredith. I am here with our message for the 14th of July, 2023. We will be using Lightseer's Tarot again by request. Thank you. I invited you all to make requests of what decks you'd like to see here on the tarot table, and you've responded. So, first come, first serve. We've got Lightseer's Tarot. We've got the Sun in Cancer, the Moon in Gemini, Venus is in Leo, and Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, all in retrograde, stirring the pot for us, which is wonderful because we're getting busy with our spiritual journey. Let's see what the cards have to offer in the way of insight, enlightenment, and guidance. Our first card is the Sun. I think this is the second time this week that the Sun has been our first card out, and we are in keeping with our new trend of starting with a major arcana card. So what do we have with the Sun in the first position? We have clarity. We have this light of happiness shining on all of these other cards. And any challenges that we encounter based on the information of the other cards will be brilliantly clear to us, and so too will be our response and potentially the action to take in regard to any challenge that may be in front of us. Let's see what the Sun is also shining on. Here's the Two of Cups. I think this was off the bottom of the deck in yesterday's reading, so it's emerged now and it's come to the surface. Anything we pull off the bottom of the deck, as you know, is something that's going on behind the scenes that may not be exactly obvious to us. And in yesterday's reading, we were talking about our self-sovereignty and our self-relationship, with that Strength card being our first card. And later, when we saw the Two of Cups, we had that message of being in good harmony with our own divine selves, our own divine masculine, feminine, being in harmony and balance. Because if I recall, we also saw the Justice card. So we were in the process of harmonizing some energies for ourselves, for our highest and greatest potentials. And here we now have the Sun shining with brilliant clarity on the Two of Cups. The core of this card for me is you will be met in the way that you show up. And I know some of you have asked some questions about that. What exactly do you mean? Well, to be completely blunt, if you've got a bad attitude, or if you're feeling less than favorable about whatever process you're in at the moment, you attract more of that energy. You actually magnetically draw to yourself the energies that you're putting out through your broadcast. So, how do you desire to be met by the world at large? It's all determined by the way you show up. So consider it. Where are you? Where are you feeling your own presence? Are you in your heart center? Are you up in your head? Do you have good heart-mind coherence? And mind goes far beyond our noggin. Mind is really our energy field, which is in constant communication with the divine all. We are not separate from the divine in any way. So if you do not feel that you are being met in the way you desire to be met, what shift has to take place within you? The Sun is going to highlight that for us. One of the dearest people in my life, very comically, has said to me on more than one occasion, have you ever noticed when you have a problem, you're there? Meaning, if there's a problem, it's your problem. It's not because of someone else. And, you know, one of the things that I hear often in the one-on-one personal readings is folks will make a statement, that makes me feel. He, she, they make me feel. My parents make me feel this way. So let's tear that one down for a moment. No one makes you feel anything. You choose to feel what you feel. Now, there may be conditioned responses that have become familiar, which is what the Devil card was attempting to shake up for us earlier in the week. And this is habit, this is behavior, this is programming and belief system. And sometimes we're so comfortable in that programming, we don't recognize our responsibility within it. So let me clear that up for you. You are 100% responsible for every aspect of your life experience. That means all the choices that you make, the decisions that you make, how you choose to feel about this, that, or the other is all you in your presence. Now, I acknowledge that some of us come from more challenging life experiences. Still, those challenges are an invitation to inspire and shift or change. And I feel that the sun is shining just exactly that kind of light on us. Now, what's in your environment that could contribute to the continuation of energies that are less than favorable for you? Ask that question. You will be shown with brilliant clarity what is influencing your response or your reaction to absolutely everything and everyone around you. And if you find that out of favor with your heart space, then your action becomes clear. And what's that? Upgrade your frequency. How do I do that? Get in touch with your own heart. Put your hands over your heart. Feel the love that you are. You know what it is to feel an upwelling of love that can bring the lump in your throat and the tears to your eyes. That's pure, raw love coming from you. So get in touch with that, and that changes the frequency radically, doesn't it? Let's see what's next in the cards. A set of 3. The first of which, I like this, the Knight of Swords. It's been a while. Been a while since we've seen him. I crack up every time I see this card. He's the most impetuous knight of them all. He does not ask questions. He gets from point A to point B as swiftly as possible. So this is a swift moving energy. And this, I like this because the message or the information that I was just sharing moments ago, it can feel challenging and it can feel whelming when we're in it. And what do we want to do? We want to move swiftly through that energy. What's the fastest way to get there? Heart space, heart-centered awareness. Get your bare feet on the ground, touch Mother Earth, put your hands over your heart, open up your crown chakra, pull heaven in through your crown, and let yourself be flooded swiftly with all the divine, brilliant, loving, happy clarity that the sun can offer you. Next, in this lineup of cards, we have, back again, Justice. See, we're balancing our own scales and we're doing it without hesitation at all. This also indicates that we may be responding through instinct. That's the energy I feel with the Knight of Swords. He's got great instincts. Now, tie your intuition to your instincts and see how well that goes for you. So move within your intuitive inner oracle, deep knowing, and harmonize the energy around you swiftly by drawing in all the divine love that's on offer to you. And see how that changes up your Two of Cups experience. Remember that this is an ever deepening and expanding bond here on the Two of Cups. And again, that starts with you in self-relationship. And when you do that, what else happens? What other experiences and relationships benefit from it? You'll soon find out. And then we have, beautiful, the King of Wands. Take command of your journey. You are not at the whims of anyone else's journey. It's all about you. So the King of Wands brings the energy of leadership, and he's holding the Ace of Wands. So there's a lot of ambition, enthusiasm, motivation, drive, skill, and talent that you can tap into on your behalf. Remember that the kings and queens are all about self-mastery. So we're being given an opportunity to have some self-mastery within self-relationship that expands our bond within our own sovereignty, our personal integrity that brings us greater happiness. And we can take a leadership role there and bring that energy out into the world, create a broadcast and a ripple effect that everyone benefits from. Again, showing up in the way you desire to be met. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. New doors of opportunity are opening for us. This is a gateway card. Remember that all aces are a divine and cosmic gift being offered to us from the universe. What's the universe offering us? All of this happiness over here on the sun and great clarity within self-relationship. This is also a card of great love. So you love you. And then we have, look at this, Nine of Cups. Yes, because what's our quest all about? What is our spiritual journey, our spiritual adventure all about? The fulfillment of our dreams, our goals, our achievements, intentions. And what do we need for that? We need to be a great leader for our own selves. We need to lead ourselves into this light swiftly over here, cross the thresholds, gateways, doors that are being held open for us, and into a realm of bringing heaven to earth through the Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups to the power of 9. Dreams come true, wishes fulfilled, because of the actions you take and the choices and decisions that you make. All right, bottom of the deck, what's in the unseen for us today? How is it serving us, potentially challenging us even? Our first card. Hello, Scorpio. There's the death card again, 2 days in a row. Beautiful transformation is on offer. So this is one of my favorite things to do when I get a new tarot deck is to check out the death card. There's a couple of cards I will check out, and this being one of them. And in Lightseer's Tarot, this happens to be one of my most favorite death cards because we don't see a face here. We see a horizon and we're headed for it. And just like in yesterday's reading, we had the Queen of Pentacles out of Sawyer's Path Tarot, you know, and she had the thought bubble, and within the thought bubble was this beautiful landscape. And on the card in the background itself, she was actually in the landscape she had envisioned. And here we are doing a similar thing with the death card here. What are you looking at? And how are you relating to what you are looking at for yourself? What kind of transformation has to take place for you to reach this horizon within? And what needs to end? Is it a barrage of negative self-talk that has to stop so that you can achieve this? Or is it something else altogether? What kind of circumstances do you need to make change and transformation within to create the new beginning of the shower of blessings over here on the Nine of Cups? Next, we have, yeah, there it is, Five of Wands. This is an inner battle. It's not too serious, but it's an inner debate. And this could be the debate between soulful presence and the awareness of our ego, our vulture thoughts, anything that is talking us out of the Sun, the Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups, everything we discussed over here. So in the process on justice of mercifully balancing our own inner scales, we may encounter conflict and change in that Five of Wands. It can be a pretty fiery process for us. Remember that the fives can create some chaos and confusion. The blessing in that is the settling of, or the harmonizing of, that chaos and confusion. Next we have, excellent, here's the Seven of Swords. This is the self-sabotage card, and in tarot it's called the Thief, because the character on the card is usually making off with someone else's belongings. And my feeling is that this is our ego making off with our happiness. Right? Yeah. How have we settled for less? How have we shortchanged ourselves? How have we robbed ourselves of our own joy because of some negative inner dialogue going on? And here we've got the Death card and the Five of Wands challenging all of that energy. So again, this is an invitation. It is a gift and it is a blessing for us to shine the brilliant light of clarity, love, happiness, and joy on everything unlike that and do something about it. Take action. Yeah, here we go. Because what are we doing it all for? There's the 10 of Cups. Ace of Cups to the power of 10. You know, 10s in tarot are all about fulfillment, and that's where we're headed. This is the leap of faith we're taking over here on the 9 of Cups. Yesterday we saw it with the Fool. We were taking a leap of faith with the Fool. And here we're doing it again in the 9 of Cups. And where are we landing? Right in the 10 of Cups, exactly where we desired to be. So congratulate yourselves for taking a look beneath the surface at some of the murky stuff that lurks around in our waking human consciousness that creates obstacle, limitation, confusion, chaos, and robs us of our joy. Anything that's doing that, it need not be greeted with disdain. It can be welcomed like this Ace of Pentacles over here as an opportunity, a door being held open for us to allow this to pass. All parts are welcome, and all parts are welcome to pass right off the foundation if they are not in service. And that's part of what the Death card is present for. Okay, angel answers. Okie dokes. If you have a question, put it to the deck. If you're looking for a sign, something symbolic and unique to you, allow these cards to bring that for you. First, the situation will improve. And you're in the driver's seat with that. It's all up to you and the energy that you bring to every experience, every moment, every breath. Look at this. What is the situation improving to? The big happy changes. And again, it's your happy that makes these changes take place. And the sun is shining on it. So let go of anything that stands in your way. You need not give it any more attention than it's due. The attention that may be drawing you is simply to make a transformation. Let something pass off and away from you. Very sweet. Remain positive. Yes, there's the fuel for the happy that makes all the big changes. Remember, we started with the Sun, the happiest card in tarot. So this is our default. This is our starting point, literally our jumping off point into the messages that these cards are bringing. So anything unlike this, when met by this level of frequency, is going to create a change. Now, we might tangle with that change a bit on the 5 of Wands. Ultimately, though, we're going to slip into our leadership role within self-relationship, and we are going to take command of this transformation for ourselves. Because why? Because we're creating a 10 of Cups lifestyle on our foundation. Final word on the reading from Wisdom of the Oracle. And yes, thank you. I haven't switched out the Oracle deck. Some of you have asked for that. One person in particular, you're ready for a fresh Oracle deck. I'll pick just the right one. Suggestions are welcome, though. And okay, final word on the reading. How our soulful presence is informing our waking consciousness. We have cleaned it up. Exactly. Great summarization to this reading. Clean up anything that is not in service to the vision you hold for the now moment and the horizon that is in the oncoming and the becoming. Have a beautiful Friday, everyone. Have a beautiful weekend. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. Bye for now. Namaste.